Hello everyone, my name is Nor Unicy and welcome to another episode of Tips and Tricks with ProPricer. We'll cover useful tips and tricks in ProPricer to help you leverage your time better and get things priced. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about ProPricer's all-new import-export tool. This product allows you to manage and edit your proposal data directly in Microsoft Excel. Later, I'll demonstrate how this tool can save you time when building your proposals. The import-export tool gives you the ability to easily transfer large amounts of data back and forth between Excel and ProPricer. Once the tool has been installed on your workstation, open Excel and navigate to the ribbon abbreviated PPIMP/EXP. The first time the tool is used, it needs to be connected to a ProPricer database. This can be done by updating the server and user information fields in the connection settings. Next, let's look at the Import-Export section on the Tools ribbon. Here, you will see a From ProPricer button and a To ProPricer button. The From ProPricer button gives you the ability to quickly import data from ProPricer into Excel. The data is brought into a column format that can be exported back to ProPricer as needed. Once you click on the From ProPricer button, the Import from ProPricer window will appear. Here, you will see a list of the global and proposal data that is available to import into your Excel file. For example, I'm going to select Task Input and Resource Input from the Proposal Data section. In the Source area, on the right side of the window, we can select the proposal that the task and resource data will be imported from. I will go ahead and select the Advanced Tank version 2.0 proposal here, and then click OK. Notice that two new sheets have been created in the Excel file, one called Tasks Input and the other called Resource Input. The Tasks Input sheet has all the information from the Advanced Tank version 2.0 proposal, and the Resource Input sheet has all the input data associated with every resource and every task of the proposal. Now let's discuss the To ProPricer button. This button quickly exports data from Excel back to ProPricer. This can save time that would have been spent on data entry, allowing you to focus on other more important tasks like data analysis. To demonstrate the To ProPricer button, let's say you want to import one new task to your proposal with 2 labor resources attached to it. I'll start entering this new data by adding a new task ID on line 7 of the task input sheet. Now that the task ID has been entered, let's enter the resource hours in the resource input sheet. On line 20, I'll re-enter the task ID again, and then type the name of the resource here, which will be Quality Assurance. Then I'll enter the spread parameters, including the start date and end date. I'll repeat this process on line 21 for the Senior Engineer resource. Once I finish updating the task and resource input sheets, I click the To ProPricer button. Once it is clicked, you'll notice the Export to ProPricer window appears along with the list of available data to export. I'm going to check the top proposal box here so everything underneath it will be automatically included. So now that we have the task input and resource input boxes checked, the next step will be to verify that the target proposal is correct. This area indicates the proposal that our data will get exported to. I will go ahead and select the Advanced Tank version 2.0 here. Then you have a choice of how you want to handle the duplicate items. The options here include Skip, Overwrite, Prompt, and Replace All. Skip will prevent the tool from importing any data that is duplicated. Overwrite will copy the Excel version of the data over any duplicated data. Prompt will bring up a window asking if you want to skip or overwrite each time a duplicate record is imported. And finally, Replace All will import the data from the Excel file and any duplicates will be replaced. For now, I will go ahead and leave the option set to skip, then click OK. Now, a message appears indicating that the export process was completed. To verify that this data has been exported as expected, I'm going to open Advanced Tank version 2.0 in ProPricer. As I review the tasks grid, I can see here that the task was imported and all the applicable fields were populated correctly. I can also see that the quality assurance and senior engineer resource hours and the resource hours cost grid below have been successfully imported as well. Overall, this is just one simple example of how the import-export tool can be utilized. If needed, the tool can handle an import for thousands of tasks and resource input records into a proposal. The import-export tool can also be used with many other types of data in ProPricer. For example, you can import global data such as direct rate tables and proposal data like SOW and BOE text. The data types that are available for importing are displayed in the Import from ProPricer window that opens after clicking the From ProPricer button in the ribbon. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your colleagues who use ProPricer. If you have any questions about ProPricer or maybe even some tips and tricks of your own, please let us know. Who knows, your tip might just end up in our next video. Again, my name is Nor Unicy, and as always, thanks for watching.